Hey you guys, welcome to this week's reading. Odie arriving right on time. Let's dive straight in with a mantra. Archangels, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, please guide this reading. Please let me be a clear channel for your divine love, wisdom, and guidance. Wow. I got the visual of diving down into deep, dark water, and that would be really scary for me. I remember once we were on family vacation and I had the opportunity to do that as a child. I was probably 11, interesting, the number 11, and I refused. I think it was like swimming with manta rays or something at night, and I was just like, why would anyone want to do that for fun? Like, that just sounds so scary. Yeah. And some dark waters making me think of Scorpio energy. The moon is in Scorpio. Did I tell you what this says yet? It says, I am safe. I think I did say that. I am safe. So there could be something, around this scorpionic energy of going into your trauma, going beneath the surface, facing yourself. I'm getting Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. And maybe seeing things, I want to say seeing things that you don't want to see, but it's more so like you knew they were there and it's time to face them. It's almost, I'm getting homecoming energy as well. Home is where the heart is, but it's like almost a relief, 10 of Wands energy, to finally be backed into a corner to the point where you get to face yourself. It's almost like there's been some wave, some change that has cleared your plate, where you have the opportunity to focus on yourself, where you have the opportunity to unseat or recognize some childhood wounds, and again, it's not recognize, it's like you knew they were there. It's to actually make changes in your 3D life, change the way you live, change the thoughts you think, change the clothes you wear. There's some sort of manifestation in the 3D reality that you can see, that is shifting because of this perspective shift, or like I said, like somehow your schedule opening up so you have this availability. I am safe. I feel like that's what everyone's inner child longs to hear. Okay, for the viewer, please, Spirit, get an archetype card for what I need to talk about. For the viewer, please, Spirit, for the collective. Archetype. Okay, yeah, we have the Maiden with number 8. Strength card energy, so Leo energy, the ego. The Maiden, the first thing that came to mind is just really vulnerable energy. This could, of course, be our internal feminine. And the Maiden is like, it's Mother, Maiden, Crone. Why does Mother come first? I guess because, yeah. So this is like, it's giving me like teenager energy though, like a young adult. So there could be trauma or coping mechanisms that you're addressing from a certain phase in your life, maybe when you were younger. I'm getting like grade 7, grade 8. There's something about, it's giving very much like damsel in distress kind of energy as well. And it's something that's occurred to me recently as well, that like this, I guess it depends on where you experience the most trauma, what age you were the most authentic or the most fully embodied, or basically like the least tainted. depending on, yeah, where your trauma occurred, you're going to be stuck at a certain age. And I would say that there's a lot, maybe even all, or the majority of adults are stuck quite a bit younger than their physical body is. And this might look like, wow, I'm getting like physically, like there might be parts of your body that even were halted. It's making me think of the psychology archetyping, where there's like the rigid personality type where your head can look a lot younger than your body. I relate to having aspects of that personality type, so this is not, I'm not trying to shame. It can be very harsh though, the descriptions. Like the other one is the hysteric, I think it's called, and it's like a pear-shaped body. I also relate to that one. And because it's coming up, there's something about, they talk about like carrying weight on your thighs as being specifically linked to anger at the father. So with the maiden energy coming up, yeah, there could definitely be, yeah, and I am safe and angry at the father. There could be this energy of recognizing how you didn't protect yourself or how you weren't protected by the people around you. I'm hearing subjugated, as well as subterfuge. The Nine of Wands in reverse coming out here, which is the energy of like dropping the boundaries, which is very much the maiden energy. There's some sort of vulnerability that longs to be seen. And I just saw 654, 5 plus 4 is 9, 6, 9 is the Cancer symbol. We are moving into Cancer season very soon. The 21st, I think, yeah. And that's also solstice, summer solstice. So I'm also hearing this song Bleeding Out by Chance Pina. I love him. I actually don't know what he even looks like. I need to search that. But his music has really been capturing me lately. And I just heard capturing the ego. Okay. So let's see, for the viewer, please, Spirit. We have the 8 of Pentacles. I want to point out the beaver for some reason, spiritual meaning of beaver. And I'm getting like building a dam. So yes, going back to this energy of the maiden and being stunted at a certain, that sounds so harsh, stunted, with the 5 of Swords. Oh, and the 7 of Swords right behind it. Yeah, so you could be coming up against, I'm getting like, I'm getting like white cap energy, like, you know, when the water is really choppy and it gets those white caps on the top. It's making me think of, and I'm seeing, I used to have to row. I didn't have to. I did it for my sport in school. And rowing, you want like the most still glass-like water ever, but the body of water we rode on, I feel like I've shared this story a lot. Anyway, the body of water we used to row on, the only one we had access to, would always have white caps. So I'm just getting this image of like the bow. Is it the bow or the stern? Because with rowing, you're backwards. This all feels significant, so I'm not just rambling. But I'm seeing that, and I'm hearing like something about the wave cresting. So some sort of emotion is getting, there's emotions heightening, there's emotions raising, there's turbulent water, 6 of Swords energy. And specifically, I'm seeing like the bow or the stern of the boat, like piercing the wave, which it's making me think of justice energy or air sign energy, someone that's really direct, and I'm hearing outspoken, or there could be some sort of truth that needs to be communicated here. That was such a tangent. 9, 3, 6 on the clock. Those are those numbers that Nikola Tesla, if you understood the secrets of 3, 6, and 9, you would understand the universe. And to me, it talks about mastery as well. And we already got 6, 9, which is that Cancer energy, which I was talking about, but I also wanted to say self-love. the sun is in Cancer, but also Mercury is in Cancer, and I think Venus. So we're moving from a Gemini stellium to a Cancer stellium. So that could be, and I was getting stellium energy with that boat. It's like stelliums are this really direct, like laser focus energy. And it can be a sign of an old soul. It's this energy of perfectionist, of perfecting something, of having a single-minded focus in this life. I don't have any stelliums. I am wide open. I just heard wide open for the taking. That's not flattering. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is also that same energy that we were talking about of perfecting. This is Virgo's sun energy. Interesting too with the Maiden. Virgo is represented by the Virgin. Should I move these down so you can kind of see them just enough to be frustratingly out of focus? Is that an energy that we're dealing with? Probably. And we have 8-8 here. And I just heard something about signaling trauma. So yeah, you could be in these like really karmic circumstances right now with like the choppy water, turbulent emotions. I heard like your head could be spinning, or someone's head is spinning. And, but there's a purity here with the Maiden and the Eight of Pentacles. It's just like going about your work, taking care of tasks that need to be done, cleaning up. There is a big purging energy right now. With all this, we have like a crazy heat wave again, super humid. I hope you can hear the birds in the background. We do have like a storm kind of like moving around us right now though. It's like clear, sunshiny. It's kind of past, but there was a lot of thunder. The skies are really dark. It's giving Eye of the Storm. It's also giving like when you get to work, the sun comes out. The sun is a representation of divine masculine energy as well as the truth. I don't have my hat on and I feel like a horse with its blinders off. I'm just like distracted by everything, so I'll try to focus in. Okay. Wow, we have Death, Scorpio energy, and Major Arcana number 13, which reduces to 4. There's the Six of Swords like I talked about. The moon is in Scorpio today. Wow, I thought that bird was gonna try to fly right in here. So yeah, and this is the energy of purging, of the dark, deep water that we're diving into. It's the energy of transformation. There's also an indication with all the moon cycles here, like a month. So you could have been working on something for a month. I also heard like what a month. So yeah, June or whatever month. Odie, sorry, my dog's trying to eat. Oh God, I'm sorry. Oh, I want to yell at him, but I don't want to ruin this video. But he's literally pulling a worm out of the ground and rolling on it. Odie. There we go. Okay, focusing in. I hope this reading isn't frustrating to watch. We have the Four of Swords. So we have 8844. That sounds like something. The Spirit of Cups in reverse. That's more Scorpio energy in reverse. The Ten of Swords in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse. So 444. The Universe or the World in reverse. And the Five of Wands upright. Someone wanting to fight because of this feeling of loss or turbulent emotions. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Not getting what you want. And this could be like someone's silence isn't getting them what they want, or someone resting is no longer experienced. Now my other dog is going to roll in that same word. Loki. The Four of Swords talks about rest. It talks about healing. It can talk about a somewhat comfortable, stagnant energy. And that seems to be coming to an end. Or maybe it's like unending, because the universe should be the end, but with it in reverse, it's like, it feels like someone taking time away and they're just like unable to get out of it. Especially with the Four of Cups here, like this 4-4-4 energy. 4 is the energy of foundations and stability. And I feel like this is the toxicity. It's like comfort zone energy that becomes toxic. And that's what I was talking about with this energy of like finally things being uncomfortable enough to, and it giving you the chance to, you know, face the man in the mirror. Yeah. And how does that song go? Because I keep hearing it, that bleeding out. It's my heart wants you to stay, but it's too late for all that now. My world shakes is what you will say. And it's like and then I sink deeper into the ground or something. That is quite synchronistic, actually. And the like notes, the way he sings has such like a plaintive, like it's so evocative to the heart space. It's so bittersweet. It's just really bitter, honestly. But his voice is sweet, I guess. And like the topics he talks about. Okay, let's get clarification for this 8 of Pentacles. With the 10 of Swords in reverse, that's the same energy as the universe in reverse. It's like an ending, but not. This is like backstabbing and betrayal as well. This is also giving me the energy of, like, there could be people, take this if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but there could be people talking about you in a workplace. I'm hearing resign. It doesn't have to be, but it's like specifically gossip and slander, and this energy of like a witch hunt, but like for the rat, like looking for the rat, thinking you got the rat, but you didn't. This is like, and I heard toxic maneuvering, toxic coping mechanisms, toxic behaviors. It's like, yeah, looking for the mole, looking for the energy leak, but missing it. I just saw words on this man's hat that I never noticed before, but this is the canoe. Oh, interesting. The canoe. I was talking about rowing. And see, he's on nice still water. This is the kind of water you want, where you can see your reflection. So there could be a need for reflection. That's big Cancer energy, but looking back in the past, reminiscing, being sad. This is big Cancer energy. But it's also the 2 of Swords, which is Moon in Libra, and that can be being stuck at a crossroads. This is also number 50. So there's a change here. Maybe work is your outlet to stilling those choppy waters. Let's keep going though for the Death card. Wow. We have number 25, Ring, and the Ace of Wands. So this feels like someone, yeah, this is like a passionate new beginning, something you're wanting to commit to. Why am I saying commit to? Oh, because the Ring. But it's like something has to die with the Death card. Something has to be transformed. Maybe someone's been like going around and round in circles about something that they want to start. I just heard an ancient new beginning. So this could be, there could be past life consequences I'm hearing. That is so fascinating. What this energy current is talking about is like how time is an illusion, how time doesn't exist at the quantum level. How, so they're talking about like there being consequences in the past for actions you're gonna make in the future. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to begin. But this could be talking about too, like a crown chakra opening. Also 25, 2, High Priestess, 5, Hierophant. There's something that, those are very serious energies, very spiritual. One is the physical, more masculine, and one is more Neptunian, the upper chakras. And I just heard pulling together heaven and earth, and that's making me think of the heart chakra. It's like that's where everything meets. Now we have the mountain. Wow, Chance Pina also has a song called You Are the Mountain, I think, or The Mountain Is You. The Mountain Is You. And it's talking about you, like, he goes back and forth, but it's like, you're the obstacle. You're what's in my way. If this isn't making sense to you, I apologize, because it's barely making sense to me. We have the King of Swords with Lily, and these are both 3s, 21 and 30, with, Lily and the Mountain. Yeah, it's like someone took a time out to get clear, but they're like spending a long time there. We have, wow, we have a King and Queen of Swords now with number 9 and the bouquet. So yeah, maybe there was really cutting communication here or boundaries put up with the Spirit of Cups in reverse. It could be the feeling of it's not safe. Again, we got that mantra, I am safe. It's not safe to be emotionally vulnerable. So there could have been this energy of pulling back and moving into this King and Queen of Swords energy of emotional detachment, and like mental clarity. Fascinatingly, we have the clouds at the bottom, which can talk about mental confusion, but it's also the King of Wands. So fire energy and number 6. I'm feeling more confused with this deck rather than things getting clear. So I'm going to put that down, and that could be all that is needed here. It's like to put things down, to stop when things feel difficult. But that could be really, who would that be difficult for? A wounded masculine. Someone that struggles to protect their own innocence. So boundaries could be really needed at this time. I'm reaching for this deck, so we're gonna go with it. For the viewer, what's coming in? What's this spread talking about? We have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, being happier. Well, that's exactly what I'm getting. And this makes perfect sense now with the 10 of Swords in reverse, underneath the 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. It's like this commitment to self, this commitment to taking your time to make choices, to not just like going and doing the first thing that comes to mind. It's like, no, understanding there is an aspect of you. I just saw 333 on the clock. 2333. Yeah, it's like 2, making choices and decisions based on your recognizing your own vulnerability, your own sensitivity, and you're like really wanting to nurture or create an environment where you can feel safe, where you can nurture yourself. We have the palm tree and passion. These both kind of flew out in reverse. And it says with the palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. Passion says insane chemistry, liking each other equally, having fun. Oh, interesting that these are both peas. It just makes me think, like with it coming out in reverse, it's like letting go of connections or that where you are the least important part. What am I trying to say? It's like, again, it's like what I've already said, just letting go of this kind of like band-aid energy or this quick fix energy. It's like, no, I'm interested in real commitment with the ring here, the Ace of Wands over top of the Death card. It's like going from dating just to date and have fun to like, where am I gonna meet my husband? Or like, maybe there's some sort of commitment in work, maybe like wanting to move for work. Let's keep going for the viewer, please, Spirit. We have Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation or meeting, hesitation. Yeah, especially hesitation, especially, yes, with this Four of Swords. And why did I not even say that? Yeah, so someone's feeling so overwhelmed, like they're missing what's right in front of them, because this is clearly saying like there's someone that wants to communicate here with the mountain and the lily, and it could even be someone that like wants to get you flowers, or they have got you flowers, or there's some sort of like planning stage that this person is stuck in, but they haven't done the initiating stage. And this person could be in their feminine energy at this time due to emotions. But with the universe in reverse, this is a really strong message of like, it's not over yet, it's not done yet. And then with the message, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation or meeting, hesitation. And I'm talking about with the Four of Swords, like getting stuck in that energy of resting and healing. And this person could be like really healing, like even like a physical injury. We have soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. And then we also have girl with a snake, empath, and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. It says enable, comma, boundaries, but it's really like enable your boundaries, because you could be coming up against or attracting different kinds of energies. We have soulmate, and we also have this darker energy. And this could be girl with a snake. It could be this energy that you're healing yourself from with the Maiden and the Eight of Pentacles and the Death card. It's like, and the Spirit of Cups in reverse too. It's like, I'm not going to allow myself to be emotionally manipulated by myself or by anyone else. Like, I'm going to fight with the Five of Wands for my freedom. I'm gonna fight so that my voice is heard in this connection, or just heard in general. And when I'm saying heard, it's making me think of Amber Heard, but like a herd of horses, and how they communicate with their body language. And they also can be quite harsh at times. It's like, no, I'm gonna drink first, like bite, you know? And there's something in that energy. Specifically, I think it's interesting that I said, I'm gonna drink first, like, nurturing yourself, Ace of Cups energy. And I just heard quelling the fire. But yeah, girl with a snake makes me think like, again, you might have allowed yourself, we have the runner at the bottom, runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. So you might have embodied that archetype when dealing or relating to yourself, your own vulnerability with the Maiden. It's like when these softer energies came forward, or when someone saw you in this energy of seeing your vulnerability or even seeing your beauty, you might have shut that down or shied away from it, ran from it, in exchange for something that felt safer to you, or even I'm getting conversely something that felt more exciting. Like, and this could be the masculine energy, like running from something that feels safe. And I'm hearing the part of the song where like, it's too late for all that now. I want to sing it so badly, but I have trouble. Like, if it doesn't just pop out, yes, this is exactly what it is. It's like, if I don't just start singing, but I think about wanting to sing it, it's like it becomes distorted and I'm not able to sing as well. There's a need to let go of control here, especially with those two Scorpio cards coming out. Scorpios can be very controlling, very intense. very focused and single-minded. So there's, and I was talking earlier about not having my hat on, of feeling open, like more distracted. There's a need for that. There's a need to like take in your peripheral vision, think more broadly. I heard less I am and more we are, but that sounds toxic. I don't know. Is that toxic? It depends. It's like you have to, it depends on what side of the spectrum you're on, because if you're overly in this people-pleasing energy, yeah, it depends on what area of your life you tend to be more selfish, and what area of your life where you tend not to be. Yeah, finding balance. Okay, we have disruption. These are all upright too, and these popped out in reverse. I'm gonna take it. We have number 15, tetrahedron, disruption. Number 24, progression of roots, unexpectedness. That sounds like the Tower. The bottom of the deck, number 29, 11, transcendence. So this Tower could have 3113 on the clock. Ooh, yeah, that's making me think of like dyslexia, and how that's a problem with the corpus callosum, which is the part in the middle of your brain that connects the two hemispheres. It's making me think of communication between right and left, masculine, feminine. So yeah, there could have been some sort of breakdown, or there will be unexpected disruption. And these are both number 6s, so which makes me think of love. But what else is number 6? The third eye. It's also the 6th house is all about our daily routines as well as small animals. It's all about our health. It's Virgo energy. It's very much that 8 of Pentacles energy. So yeah, you could definitely be feeling inspired to, because these are the reverse meanings, but the upright meaning is evolution and energy. So to evolve your energy, like you could be feeling, and I did get this image before I started. I meant to tell you guys about it, but I was seeing the collective, what color? It was blue and I would think it was blue and pink, which is making me think of, like, again, boy, girl, like maybe having a baby. But it was energy moving up, and that's the energy current of inspiration. So yeah, no, this is pulling my solar plexus. Let's do this one. But what I wanted to say is that, yeah, some sort of unexpected disruption might come in. But again, it's ultimately to upgrade you. And I feel like it's already happened because of how we started this reading. But I guess it's going to depend. It's going to be different for everyone. I shouldn't leave that open because we do have a little squirrel or a chipmunk that has been running in here. There's 333 again. So 3 is the number of divine feminine. It's Taurus energy, Empress energy. And then 333 is 9. So there's some sort of ending about how you treat, how you protect, how you express your feminine energy, with the maiden especially. And it feels like stepping up your standards with who you allow in and how much of yourself you allow out. And there's like a more delicate attunement, a more sensitive attunement to your own frequency, to your own feelings, that's going to be changing the decisions and choices, the people you move towards, decisions and choices you make, and the people you move towards, because it's coming from this place of being sensitive to how you were hurt in the past with that Cancer energy of looking back and being more vulnerable. Which paradoxically, and whenever we're talking in paradox, we're talking about the truth, we're talking about God. But paradoxically, like you're willing to be more vulnerable, which means you're going to have more boundaries to keep the wrong people out and to keep the right people in. This is so beautiful. Surrender and creativity. Those two combined, that is divine feminine energy. That is the feeling of, I am safe to explore. I am safe to feel. It is safe for me to feel good. And when you have wounded masculine energy, that is not, space. It's not obvious, but you need the space in order, you need to like cultivate, or I don't want to say you need to, maybe you are in the process of cultivating this space or this life where you can operate from a more surrendered place, from a place of trust. Like that card said, have faith. Have faith, walking by faith, not by sight. And I feel like I'm currently in this energy myself, which I feel like that's how all my readings are. I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't know if that's how other readers read, but I just feel like, these are kind of like diary entries almost, like journal entries that if I don't cringe at in horror, I can look back on one day. cringe at in horror and then delete. Then I can look back at one day. Beautiful. It says, forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. That's stunning. And that's exactly what I've tried to create with my business, like with the horses and stuff, is I want to use the horses in a way that is co-creative, that is healing for the horse, for the student, and for myself. Otherwise, it's like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And I am a Cancer. My Mercury's in Cancer. So, and those are cardinal energies, leader energies. So, that feels appropriate. I'm sweating, but I'm not mad at it. I don't know why I'm shuffling these, but why not? Oh my gosh, look what I've gotten myself into. This is why it's not smart to shuffle them. But also, like, don't I always shuffle them? I don't know. There's that energy. It's like, if you think something's wrong, then you're right. It's like, making something wrong because you fear that it will be. And so again, I'm safe. Okay. For the viewer, please, Spirit. I'm hearing that like from Bridgerton, like, dearest gentle reader. Oh my God, I almost fell over. That would have been so embarrassing. There is no such thing as coincidences if you believe in fractals. True? On the back, we have shame, lack, need. That's big 5 of Pentacles energy. So you could be coming out of this or actually recognizing what part of you or how you have what part of you feels this way, or how you've been operating from this place of shame, lack, and need. Okay, it says, this is the song Wait For You by, it looks like Odie Elliott. I don't remember this song, but it says, he going away for a time. I'm not following where you've gone. Oh, I see. I was trying to be helpful. So I put like he and she as like who's singing those lines. So the masculine is saying going away for a time. And then the feminine saying, I'm not following where you've gone. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Between a rock and a hard place. I Feel You All Around Me. Loyalty by Sasha Keeble. And it says The Distance I Felt from Myself. Yeah, so that along with the Wait For You song, it's like, where in the past, if someone walked away from you, if someone felt like they were stuck, if someone felt like they didn't have enough for you, it's like you would have picked up the slack. You would have responded for their best interests as opposed to your own best interests. We have, You Make Me Want to Replay All the Things You and Me We Do. We have Come Through by Summer Walker. We have Energy by Marco McKinnon's Holding Down Your Energy, Walk Your Walk, Got Your Nose Up to Your Enemy. I like that line. And that's that Queen of Swords energy that we were talking about of, it's like, I want to be more vulnerable, so I'm going to have to be less vulnerable with certain people as a way of holding space for what it is you truly want. We have, again, Energy by Tyler Jane. So you could be really on this, yeah, there's that upward moving energy. This, you could really be working on yourself, working on your energy. How does it go? Well, maybe it says it here. It says, only interested in doing the things I like, and the things I like are me. I was just writing in my journal about that this morning, about how safe it feels to just like focus on yourself, and how peaceful. It says, ignorance is arrogance. And we also have Until I Find a Way with a little music note. So it's giving me a really strong image of the Fool, and it's like someone humming to themselves, singing to themselves, but they're just the beginning of their journey. So someone, a masculine here, could be just beginning their spiritual journey, and you could have even been part of the catalyst, part of their awakening. There could be an Aries energy here, and it's, yeah, they might be absent from your life, but there's a real feeling that, oh, especially with Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Exactly. And creativity too, and surrender. It's just, there's a, yeah. How do I describe this energy? There's faith, I guess. And there's like, it's giving me like The Sound of Music. I think that's the movie I'm thinking of. At the beginning, where she's just like frolicking, I think, through the fields or the mountains of Switzerland. But it's like purity, innocence. Yeah, the maiden. So it's like, until I find a way, like I'm making my way to you, but there's like a carefree, innocent energy, very light. Oh, and on the back it says, my reflection hurts me. Ouch. And that I feel like goes with that energy somehow. There's like a freedom, because it's like, this is what gets you out of the Four of Swords energy of like, the Four of Swords just makes me think of, you know, staying at home, staying in bed, not doing too much. Like there's maybe like I said, like a real physical injury that needs to be healed. 4-3-4-4 on the clock. 4 divine masculine, 3 divine feminine. So it's like needing to stay home, needing to be with mom even, or some sort of nurturing energy. I was getting like someone going to therapy as well too. So that could be it, whether it be physical therapy or mental therapy. 4404. Yeah, like finding a new paradigm. Like, yeah, especially if you are going through like a spiritual awakening, there could be a need to find support, a need to reframe how you look at reality. It's something I offer to my students, especially like my adult students and my experienced students who already have a framework of thinking about riding. It's not a real framework. It's just like, oh, I know how to ride, like my body knows how to ride. And what I often have to do is dismantle what is broken, 4444, and give them a new way of thinking about things, like from the ground up. There's a foundational shift here for sure. And that can be harder than the students that I build fresh. But there's something about, like, there's just a lot of information. It is what it is energy. Like, it just takes time. Like, when you're trying to move things, make changes in the 3D, it just takes a certain amount of time, and it sucks. But it's like the true spiritual journey is that energy of chopping wood and carrying water. And I've found that to be true time and time again. And again, we started this reading with the 8 of Pentacles, and we talked about the 6th house. Like, this is very much this energy of, just like taking care of the little things. But again, going back to the beginning of that energy current, my reflection hurts me. It's like, I can't lay in bed anymore. I can't heal anymore. Like, get me out of here. Like, I'm so sick of myself. I'm so sick of how I've been treating myself, of how stuck I've kept myself. Like, I'm ready for more. I'm ready to grow. Okay, it says here, take my glasses so you may see all I've believed, all I've loved and created. I'll take yours. Let's explore our hearts for the truths forgotten in the other. That gave me chills. And it's just a channeled message I got about, if you could really understand someone else, not from this like empath, narcissist place of codependency and like giving just to receive, but like if you could really take someone's glasses and see all that they have seen, believed, loved, and created. Like, it makes me emotional just thinking about that kind of intimacy, which again is what we were talking about with the maiden and that vulnerability. Wow, so many of these have this lack energy. It says, I don't have enough, I'm not enough, and I've had enough. But there it is again. It's like, I don't have enough, I'm not enough, but then it's like, I've had enough. It's like, I've had enough of not having enough. Like, fuck this. Like, let's make a change. And that's where this forge, don't follow comes in. It's like, I'm tired of who I've been following. We were talking about that gossip energy. Yeah, there's an awakening here for sure, and an ending. Interesting. This song has been coming up a lot for me. I didn't realize there was words to this song though. It's April 25th. That's the name of the song. Kadeem Tyrell. And it says, feel ashamed over you. What is a man to do? More shame energy. That is crazy. So yeah, someone could be feeling ashamed about how they treated you. How do they maybe didn't recognize that you were in this energy of vulnerability and trust and innocence. They might not have realized like the delicacy of delicacy. Made me think of like, you know, like eating something that's rare, like a delicacy. But what I meant is like, again, the sensitivity, like I'm seeing petals. Yeah, there's a rose on that. And like, you have to deal with things with like a certain kind of subtlety. And it's like giving the analogy of, is that true? Like, what's coming to mind is when you're dealing with like a more expensive substance, there's more care because you recognize the value of it. But there's a feeling of like, if you don't recognize your own value, it might be difficult to recognize someone else's value. And that's really oversimplifying it, because I'm also getting, you know, not recognizing your value might cause you to put someone else on a pedestal above you. But again, there's that energy of like putting someone further from you, which is the opposite of intimacy, because intimacy is into me, see. I see, is that how it goes? So it's like, yeah, letting someone in, which is exactly this energy. There's like a tear, which makes me think of, like a tear in space-time, which gives me hope because it feels like something might not take as long as you might think it is. Look how hot I am. It's really hot in here. I'm like so red. And that, yeah, like this is part of the energy though, of the maiden, of, and I'm getting like we all bleed red. Yeah, it says, I'm lying if I said I didn't want it. That's coming up over top of come through. So yeah, especially with this 8 of Wands, this is like high pressure, fast incoming communication. Wow. Yeah, we have sapiosexual by 2C. It's I'm a sapiosexual. We can be flexible, baby girl. I'll make your mind come. Okay. We have let's smoke. Wow, this is getting unhinged quickly. It's like once you get through all that shame and lack, the floodgates are open. But yeah, there's like this preparation time right now for everyone to get their ducks in a row, to get into this creative energy, this co-creative energy, not just like, oh, I'm gonna paint, but it's like recognizing that your whole life is a creative project. Oh, this song hits me right in the heart. We have Stay by Sugarland. Oh, can I not sing it? Now I'm trying to resist singing it. That's part of the energy once again. It's like I want it. Ooh, what is that? There's something here about how codependent relationships live or survive on this. I'm seeing like a rubber band, this push-pull, where it's like, oh, I want you so bad, but I can't have you. And it's like, this is the toxicity, where I just lost it. But yeah, but it was like, I want to sing. I know I don't want to sing. Yeah, maybe that was the whole strand. It's just this push-pull. And that's what creates the excitement. That's what creates, sorry, my hair is just tied literally by like knotting itself on itself. So it's not staying the best. And again, that felt channeled. But it's, I've been sitting here staring at the clock on the wall. I've been laying here praying she won't call. It's just another call from home. You'll get in and be gone and I'll be crying. Yeah, and then to follow it up perfectly, we have Ain't With Them Games. And this is Lil Boy by Ayanna. So yeah, it's so, like, I'm not gonna deal with that shit anymore. And yeah, look at that, beautiful. Opening up the heart chakra opens all others. So yeah, this energy of like waiting, I've been sitting here staring at the clock on the wall, laying here praying she won't call. Ugh. Like that is so, feels like the 4 of Swords energy of like being stuck in bed, taking time, but then like staying there too long. And when you walk with faith, it's not waiting. It's you're completely engaged in the present moment. You're receiving signs and synchronicities that you are where you're supposed to be through your heart. Like you can feel, this is where I'm supposed to be. You feel good. You feel nourished. You feel safe. So yeah, while it might have a similar appearance to waiting, there's actually like a really fast forward movement in that stillness. Again, the paradox. And by stillness, I mean focus. And that intentional, co-creative energy where you are the leader of your life. You're not just reacting to life in this codependent way. I have this animal book that I found, and I think I used to look at it with my dad, I think actually, as a child, and I saw it and I had to pull it out again, and I want to get a message from it for you. I just want to clean these cards up because I know it's gonna get, where is that deck? All jumbled up otherwise. Plus I've already been reading for so long. So the people that are still here are the real ones. So you won't mind waiting. That was a channel message once again. Okay, for the viewer, spirit animal. Can you see it? Yeah, it's a turtle. Is it a turtle or is it a tortoise? But it's a diamondback terrapin. Interesting. It says, in the past, the diamondback terrapin was almost hunted to extinction for its meat. Chills all over in 5514, which is 555. It says, today, protective measures in commercial farms make its distinctive shell a more common sight. But protective measures gets its name from the diamond-shaped pattern on its carapace or upper shell. Some shells also have strongly contrasting light and dark colors that accentuate these patterns. Terrapin comes from a Native American word meaning little turtle. It's talking about adding salt to the water to help with fungus as well, which is more of that purification energy. I feel like salt is masculine energy too, because it's positively charged ions. And then water is very feminine. So again, it's talking about that union. Ooh, it says, instead of teeth, the diamondback terrapin has a strong horny beak with a sharp cutting edge. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. It uses its powerful jaw muscles to tear and cut its prey into small pieces. Small prey like insects are swallowed whole. Okay, I'm realizing that this might not be interesting to you, so I'm gonna put that away, and I'm gonna Google spiritual meaning of turtle and put it in the comments. And oh my God, this is exactly the energy, the one deck that I was determined to use because it's so practical, it's so helpful. I brought it down today, it's this one, and I forgot to use it until like the very end of the reading, but that's okay. It just means, and now my watch is telling me to stand up. Stop triggering me. Yeah, it's all happening for a reason. Let's see, for the viewer, please, Spirit. We got one, let's get two. Beautiful. Ooh, Shiva, yes, the destroyer, and Durga. I think that's also similar energy. And we'll also read the maiden as well, but we're gonna read these ones first because they're more exciting. There's that message again, going towards what's exciting. Which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but you know what? We are what we are. Okay, yes, God of destruction and rebirth. This is in reverse, so I'll read that one first. It says, when you change your ways, oh, it's on page 123. When you change your ways and adopt habits, hobbies, and lifestyle choices that are unfamiliar to those around you, they will call you mad. Ten of Swords energy, remember talking about the rat and gossiping? However, you are opening up the door for a new way of being. Do not let the words of others hold you down. Rather, use them as a reminder you are on the right path, shifting consciousness. When Shiva began practicing sadhana, I pronounced that so confidently. Sadhana, I don't know. People could not understand his ways, yet they created the basis of what we know as yoga. Never doubt your significance in the way your authenticity can impact others. Yeah, that feels totally appropriate, so we're not gonna read the upright one. Because, yeah, and 1, 2, 3, like that's that energy, again, that upward moving energy, that inspiration, that moving forward, building the foundation from the ground up. This one was also in reverse. It says, inner wisdom, intellect. You've done a great job at listening to your parents, teachers, friends, acquaintances, and society. However, you are still left clueless to the deeper questions. Why are you here on this planet? Now it is time to go deeper. Let go of being the perfect child, student, friend, employee, citizen. Question what you have been taught. Ask if it is truly serving you. Be ready to experience the shattering of the universe that happens when you wake up. It's in those pieces that you put your truest life back together. Your wisdom will guide you. Page 27. Yeah, this is like the true spiritual path is the path of forgetting, I want to say, or like letting go of what you know, or even remembering. Okay, now let's read the Maiden before I let you go. 1 hour and 4 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun. I have to go pee really badly. Sorry for saying that out loud. Okay, we have, page 77. The Virgin, the Princess, the Innocent. The Maiden archetype is the epitome of innocent arousal, naive sensuality, and precarious purity. She is compelling and addictive because of her flawless and youthful glow. She's the first archetype in the trifecta of Maiden Crone, Mother Crone, and rightfully so, because she has so much to learn. The Maiden is perfectly positioned for trouble to come her way and subject her to a challenge that leads to the next phase of womanhood. She must grow up, yet hesitates. There's that word again. What's that song? It's hesitate. I just deleted it. I'll see if I can, it's like Emerson Leaf or something. It's like a really Nordic name. Anyway, it's a song. She must grow up, yet hesitates at the threshold, enamored by the charms of youth. The Maiden represents the side of us that is riveted and curious, drawn to shadowy forests, dark nights, and taking just one taste of poisonous fruit. Her magic is edgy and includes both shame and delight. Let yourself fall down the rabbit hole, young one. Wow, that gave me chills again. When light, curious, enchanting, sensual, full of vitality. When dark, pretends, projects, denies, fantasizes. Do you long to be rescued by another or receive a kiss that brings you back to life? Be wary of waiting for a prince. Break the spell of your own life. Moving from the Maiden to the Mother is challenging, often leaving unresolved tensions between the two archetypes for years, if not a lifetime. Wow. Wow. And then it was, oh no, it wasn't. I thought it was a special number, but it wasn't. On that awkward note, thank you so much for being here and listening to this reading. I really hope it resonated with you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.